Hi everyone, in TGIF, it's the Friday evening edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. We'll make this video pretty short tonight as the weather for the weekend remains pretty nice, pretty low impact for you for Saturday and Sunday. Some of the warmest weather we've had in a little while coming our way. In the meantime, temperatures today were 1 degree shy of the average on today's date, which is 55. Actually, 4 of the first 5 days of April have been cooler than average, not by a ton, although the first day of the month on Monday was awfully chilly. We're running about a 3.5 degree deficit for the first 5 days of April. The weekend will be welcome relief from this. It's been cooler than average more often than not for the past few weeks. So 54 degrees today, well shy of the record set 9 years ago, back in 2010, I should say. It was 79 degrees. The record load back in the mid-90s, it was 16 degrees at the airport today. We picked up 0.12 inches worth of rain. Here's some local rain gauge numbers. 0.22 in Boardman, 0.17 in downtown Youngstown and in Canfield, about 0.16 in Guilford. These amounts a little bit lower than the models were advertising over the last couple of days. Bear with me for a second. I want to grab one graphic here that I forgot to load in to my Weather Geeks rundown here. I want to show you this one. The weekend will be warm, and again, it's been a little while since we've been as warm as we are expecting this weekend. Now, we hit 75, that one-day deal back in mid-March. It was 75 degrees, but otherwise, we have not been above 61 since the first week of December. It's been 4 months. So we're going to do better than that tomorrow, and of course, we're going to do better than that on Sunday as well. I've got 72 in the forecast for Sunday. So, yeah, we've had a relative lack of early spring warmth this year. That's going to change for the weekend. It's been kind of a damp day, but not much more than what I would call damp. We haven't had downpours or anything like that, and we've had touches of drizzle and sprinkles lingering into this evening. These will shrivel up as we head through the night. Now, with some moisture being trapped in the low levels of the atmosphere by a building upper-level ridge over us, it's a recipe for some possible fog as we go into Saturday morning. Oftentimes our model here overdoes the fog when it shows the visibility. I doubt the visibility is 0 just about anywhere tomorrow morning, but there could be some localized spots of low visibility for early morning commuters on Saturday. Otherwise, smooth sailing for your Saturday, a mix of sun and clouds for the afternoon, and we'll see some milky sunshine on Sunday before the clouds thicken up as we go through the afternoon. And really, the weekend forecast hasn't changed much. The chance for showers will hold off until pretty late in the day Sunday. If we saw any raindrops, it's probably after 4 o'clock and maybe even closer to sunset Sunday evening. Rain's a little more likely Sunday night, and as this front tries to stall on Monday, we have the chance for a little more rain. So 64 tomorrow, 72 on Sunday. The second warmest day of 2019 coming up on Sunday. Now, here's where I have to talk about the bad news. The models have trended a little bit colder for the end of next week, and this introduces the possibility that a few snowflakes may be seen a week from today. Now, this is the European and GFS modeling here showing up to an inch. I don't buy that. I could see where there's a few snowflakes next Friday. Notice the ensemble modeling here, the GFS ensemble in the blue line, shows nothing. And this is far from a lock that we're going to see any hint of a snowflake at the end of next week, but it's possible. That's why I wanted to show it to you. So maybe we haven't seen the last snowflakes of the year, and that would be pretty typical. Oftentimes we see a random snowflake or two into mid-April, but accumulating snow does not seem very likely at this point. What does seem likely is the medium range will be cool. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook, centered kind of on Palm Sunday weekend and heading into the following week. Not a lot of orange and red on this map, so a cooler than average pattern seems pretty likely, not only around here, but across a good chunk of the lower 48, the exception being down in parts of the southeast. Those locations were some of the only ones that had a pretty balmy late winter and early spring as well, so no surprise that a place like Savannah and Charleston and Orlando and Jacksonville and Miami will continue that trend. For us, I don't see a lot of warmth in the pattern as we go through the middle portions of April. All right, short and sweet tonight. Hope you have a great Friday night, a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you back here for a fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks on Monday.